You guys ready? Oh, you ready? Yeah. Oh, they didn't warn you in the front. That's right. I'm the Black Gallagher. You guys ready? You didn't get your raincoat, sorry. I'm just gonna get a little wet. Ready? 1, 2. And you guys know a black guy never do that to a watermelon. I'm vegetarian, I still eat fried chicken. But on the side. Yeah. Everybody's invited back for watermelon fried chicken after the show. But I got a couple problems I want to share with you guys. My first problem is I can't decide if my girlfriend is cute ugly or ugly cute. And lately she's been looking like I need to find my own place. So this is kind of bad. And then I got another problem. Whenever I get on stage, people expect me to do black comedy, except I was raised by a pack of wild white women. And find out I was black till 7th grade. Kinda sucks. Had to take ESL. That's Ebonics as a second language. But I'm having a modicum of success. You can say modicum if you grow up white, even if you don't know what it means. But in Ebonics, a modicum is whether you have sex or you might get it tomorrow. Then you have like an oxymoron, which is like, like a smart Republican. And then Ebonics, an oxymoron is an idiot with pimples. So, and my friend, they always tease me all the time and tell me I sound white, especially on the phone. And all this time I thought I was just speaking English. But I found out what that means. I can get a bank loan over the phone, I just can't go in for the interview. On the phone everything hunky-dory. Then, when I went in, it was like I read. But that's how Colin Powell got where he was. He only had phone interviews. Bush didn't find out he was black till the inauguration. It's like, who's that guy? But actually, I'm mixed. I'm a quarter black, quarter African American, and quarter Negro. On my dad's side. You can't say the N-word anymore. Kramer messed that up for everybody. But we got the holidays now, and that's good, I renamed Thanksgiving to Thanks Now Have Some Smallpox. It's more appropriate to what happened. And then, it might as well be like Thanksgiving, because it's one big holiday now, And then it's like, and when you get to Christmas, you gotta change that too. It's Chris Kwanzaa. So, you gotta cover all your bases. Especially like, LA, you gotta, like, Que Paso, Nihama, like, Como Se Va, you gotta wear blue and red. So, but the holidays are good, except, we still got the white Jesus going. It's a little old. Now, I'll tell you why Jesus had to be black. I'm gonna tell you guys why Jesus had to be black. First of all, Mary had to be black, because who else is gonna get evicted pregnant during the holidays? Then, she had baby daddy drama. there was no room at the end because it's for whites only. You know, they're not gonna send a white lady to the barn to have a baby. But, you know, and then Jesus out trying to save the world from sin. And he still had to have a second job as a carpenter. And a third job as a fisherman. You know, he got dimed out by his homie, his best friend. 30 pieces of silver. He's right there. Take it. You know. But then, I don't know if you guys saw the Last Temptation of Mel Gibson. But they beat his ass pretty bad. And we all know only a black man can take a beating like that. You can ask Rodney King, you can ask the slaves, you can ask Mike Tyson. Yeah. So, how many people in here belong to a cult? Now, let me rephrase. How many people go to church? The only difference between the cult and the church is the cult takes all your money and the church is cool with 10%. It's like a cover charge for the show. You got the pastor hooping and hollering and everything. People speaking in tongues. And then you got, you know, let's go back to politics for a minute. Because somebody was like, you know, my friend there was like, well, where do you stand on abortion? I'm like, in line at the clinic. But, no, really. Somebody asked me where I stand on abortion. I'm like, well, I'm over 25, black with no kids. What do you think? Pro-abortion and pro-white girls. Yeah. Because they can't take those little things home with them. So, it's a lot easier that way. But you guys have, South Central out here? I grew up in Philly, Crack Central. Right around the corner from Crack High. Home of the fighting, screaming crack babies. So, it's kind of rough. I had to move into the ghetto to move out, though. And it worked, because I had to get the hell out of there. It was not nice. It was like Beirut. Gunshots going on, whole blocks of abandoned houses and everything. It's really rough. But like most working entertainers, I work mostly in restaurants. I've done everything. I've cooked, waited tables, had sex on the table. But while I was waiting on this old white lady, she kept calling me boy. I was like, listen, Miss Daisy, my name's not Boy. But she wouldn't listen, so I had to accidentally on purpose spill hot coffee on her lap. But really, I thought I was doing her a favor because I figured she hadn't been that hot and wet in a long time. How you doing? I wore my beer goggles. And they work too, because if she'll go home with me and I'm wearing these, she must be really drunk. I got hit on by an older woman while I was wearing them. I thought she was a cougar, and I took them off, and she was more like a saber-tooth. And I think she just wanted me to help her cross the street. So, I don't know. Last show I did, this old guy came in on a respirator. I'm like, really? I told the first joke, he died laughing. It was a little hard finishing the show with the paramedics yelling, clear! But afterwards, his family came up to me and was like, dude, we've been trying everything to off this old geezer. It's like, thanks, now we can get our inheritance. So, I don't know. But I just got a new laptop. And by new, I mean newer than the old one that I had. Because I'm a Mac guy, and Macs are expensive. But you know, once you go Mac, you never go back. So, I don't know if you guys know, but apparently, if you use all caps when you're typing, that's considered yelling. I didn't know that. I guess I had my all caps key on. Somebody was like, "Stop yelling." I was like, "Sorry, I'm hard of hearing." So, I probably should be in therapy though, but I'm not gonna pay somebody to tell me I have problems. Especially when any girl will tell you for free. Like, you know what your problem is? Guess you're about to tell me. But speaking of therapy, my sister just got married. I don't know if I'm clapping. She got married to a white guy. Nah, he's cool. But of course their wedding pictures were in black and white. And I'm not gonna say he's a redneck, but he has redneckish tendencies. Like he knows what squirrel and possum tastes like. He said he didn't like it, but it doesn't matter. Then I thought he had barbecued the other day. I was like, dude, you put some nice grill marks, but it was tire tracks. Bringing home the roadkill. But actually, I was taking care of my sister's kids for a little bit. Let me tell you, nothing is better birth control than somebody else's kids. I told my sister she either had another one or get rid of one, because nothing is divisible by 3. And they argued over who was going to get the last Pop-Tart for like 2 weeks until it got stale and I just threw it away. So, I don't know. I don't even know why people are still getting married anyway. It's like so many warning signs. Wedlock, padlock. Then they call it the institution of marriage. Institutions are for crazy people. So you tell me another institution you want to spend the rest of your life in. Then, holy matrimony. I bet you not one person knows what matrimony means. Matrimony is short for married to your money. And then, girls, I don't know if you know where the wedding ring came from. Back in the medieval days, they used to chain you to the house. But then they shortened it to a wedding ring so you can make it to the grocery store. So, not quite so bad. But the closest I ever get to marriage is shacking up. But, because really the longest I last in a relationship is like a year, which is really 6 months, because half of every relationship is figuring out how to get out of it. And all the couples in here now looking at each other like, so, I don't know. Then, you remember back in the beginning of the relationship where you didn't have to be drunk to have sex? And you're like, oh, you again? Hold on. And then you get to the point where you realize as long as you don't do anything together, everything's okay. Everybody's like, oh, and they're like, yeah, that's what happens. So. But actually, I've been going back out with my ex. I figure why let these tattoos go to waste. So, and she's really supportive, very supportive. I call her my little jockstrap. And then I was checking out the free online personals, which would be Craigslist. This one lady, she said she wanted to feel butterflies in her stomach again. I was like, eat caterpillars. Wait 2 weeks. And somebody was looking for their first black experience. I was like, Jimi Hendrix. I did find somebody though. She is what they say, a BBW, big beautiful woman. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Actually, she had a cute face. She was a before model. So, you guys like Facebook? Woo-hoo. Like, are they your real fake friends or your fake real friends on there? It's like, I don't know. This one of my friends was taking a How Black Are You quiz, and she's Asian. But it turns out she's 100% black. And then one of my other friends was taking a Which Sex and the City character are you? And I'm like, you're fat and black, but you want to know what skinny white girl you're the most like. I don't know. Then a little while later, she's taking a Which Woman of the Bible quiz are you? It's like, you're a little confused, I think. So, it's kind of funny. You think so? So you guys have any questions, comments? All right, you guys have been great. I'm out of here. Peace. Hey, what's up? Nothing. I don't care. I have officially been in Los Angeles long enough not to care about anybody but myself. So, my friend just told me that she broke up with her boyfriend and he committed suicide afterwards. And I was like, oh, that sucks. But inside I'm thinking, you're not that cute. But now they have camouflage is like the big thing now. Everybody's wearing camouflage. Fat people, where are you hiding? You know, I don't know how they ever let them even wear spandex. But, oh well, such is life. One of the worst things you can do, I think, is break up with a comedian. Like, even if I'm breaking up with you, you need to try and hold on, because old relationship is new material. And the thing was, you know, I couldn't decide if she was cute ugly or ugly cute. And then she started looking like I needed to find my own place. So I did. And then you're looking for apartments in Los Angeles is a trip. This one place was so small, if I had invited anybody over, I have to leave. It's like, all right, let me know when you're done, I'll come back. So, and then like all my friends since I moved, they're like, well, don't you get lonely now? I'm like, not with all the voices in my head. So I keep it going, it's pretty good. It's crazy. Whenever I get on stage though, people expect me to do black comedy. Like, your mom's a bitch, lick ass, good night. Except I was raised by a pack of wild white women, and I didn't find out I was black till 7th grade. So, I don't know. But really? Hello? It's crazy. And females, all you females, need to come with instructions tattooed to your inner thigh. Like, start slowly, preferably with gentle flicks. If I start humping, that's good, keep doing what you're doing. If I speed up, don't speed up with me. If I move to the left, don't move with me, let me do the adjusting. And then like the real fine print is like, management reserves the right to change the speed, pressure, location, position at any time. So don't ever think you gotta figure it out. So, and that was part of the problem too, because things I thought were going good, and then she was mad. And you know why she was mad? Because I didn't notice the new way she shaved her kitty. It's not like I'm going down there with a flashlight. Or one of those miner helmets, but maybe I should, because then maybe that G-spot will be a little easier to find. But then, you know, after that, I was like, and I made sure to notice every time, like, wow, honey, what a straight line. It's like, how'd you do that V-cut like that? You know, it's like the 18th green at Augusta, perfect lay every time. But then, just for fun, I figured I'd shave mine and see how long it'd take her to notice. except her son walked in and caught me. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, listen, I just don't want your mom to get hair in her mouth. I don't know. Is that wrong? I thought I was helping educate the boy. Is that so bad? But see, the problems where you like grow up and you're black and white at the same time is like you can't figure things out. Like, you know, I could get a bank loan over the phone, I just couldn't go in for the interview. Like on the phone, everything was honky-dory. Then when I went in, it was like a renege. But that's how Colin Powell got where he was. He only had phone interviews. Bush didn't find out he was black to the inauguration. It's like, what in tarnation? What's going on here? Yeah, tarnation. And then she didn't even understand, like, really, you know, you have your girlfriend jokes, and they're really an amalgamation of all your girlfriends. And yes, we know big words like amalgamation. But, you know, it got to the point she couldn't even come to my shows anymore because she, like, thought every joke was about her. And they were. But that's besides the point, you know. Then, so I had to move on. And so this girl now, she told me that she likes to sing during sex. I didn't know she meant opera. She's like, ooh. It's kind of funny. Yeah, you guys are good. Then, you know, I had to take ESL, Ebonics as a second language. And I'm having a modicum of success, too. And when you grow up white, you can say modicum even if you don't know what it means. But in Ebonics, a modicum is whether you have sex or masturbate. Exactly. Then, you know, so after, you know, we were done, you don't have sex for a while, what do? You masturbate. And I got to know myself pretty well. And after that, you know, I finally had sex again. And I'm fantasizing about masturbating. I'm like, oh my God, and I turn myself out. Like, this is not good. So, I don't know, you keep moving though. And then, you know, my job is great, because we got the world's record for most one-eyed employees. We got a one-eyed Irish guy as a dishwasher. Believe it or not, we have a black guy who's a one-eyed delivery driver. I don't know how you do that. Then we have a Mexican guy with one eye too. And believe it or not, they all get along well. Black, Irish, and Mexican. I guess they all see eye to eye. Sometimes you go a long way for a joke. But was I going to talk about masturbating some more? No. But what's up with the shot of the camera guys in pornos? Like, why has he got to get in there every time? The camera guy. You guys ever notice that? No. Nobody watches porn in here but me? Right, liars. You're all going to go home and watch porn right now. But like most working entertainers, I work mostly in restaurants. I've done everything in restaurants. I've cooked, waited tables, had sex on the table. But the best is waiting on people, because you're like, I was waiting on this old lady one time. She kept calling me boy. I was like, listen, Miss Daisy, my name's not boy. But she wouldn't listen, so I had to accidentally on purpose spill hot coffee on her lap. But really, I thought I was doing her a favor, because I figured she hadn't been that hot and wet in a long time. Thanks, guys. Don't be alarmed. I really am a white guy. Because whenever I get on stage, people expect me to do black comedy. I need a censor real fast. Any volunteers? You'll be my censor. If I point, you got beep. Practice. Now, beep. Punch him in the nuts. All right, that's better. Okay, that's okay. We'll keep it going. But whenever I get on stage, people expect me to do black comedy. Like your mom's a suck my. Good night. But I was raised by a pack of wild white women, and I didn't find out I was black till 7th grade. So I had to take ESL, Ebonics as a second language. So, and people always tease me, and I say I sound white, especially on the phone. No, this time I thought I was just speaking English. But I found out what that means. It means I can get a bank loan over the phone. I just can't go in for the interview. Like on the phone, everything was honky-dory. Then when I went in, it's like I reneged. But actually, I'm mixed. I'm a quarter black, quarter African American, and a quarter Negro on my dad's side. You can't say the N-word anymore. Kramer messed it up for everybody. So, you know, but I got problems just like everybody else. But I'm not going to therapy because I'm not going to pay somebody to tell me that I got problems when any girl will tell you for free. But speaking of girls, this is one problem I have. I can't decide if my girl is cute, ugly, or ugly, cute. And lately she's been looking like I need to find my own place. So she used to be really supportive, but I used to call her my little jockstrap. And she's black, but she's really a dumb blonde. So kind of works out, I guess, you know, since I grew up white. Date my own. You know. But, you know, now she's a strong black woman. That's good, too, because I know she'll be able to handle it when I get rich and dump her. So, but we got politics. Martin Luther King. Did you see the casinos are doing double payouts in honor of King? I'm sure that's just what he would have wanted. Oh, and you get a free wallet, belt wallet for Martin Luther King Day if you're playing at a table. So that's good. And I didn't even really come to do comedy. I got a petition going. I'm trying to get Black History Month move out of February. Tired of us having the shortest month of the year. It's like the new millennium mortgage, 400 years of slavery, one short month at a time. And the mule will be dead by the time we get to 40 acres. So, I don't know. Then you have, but I don't know if that's bad, or you got Latino Appreciation Month, which is half of 2 different months. So, which is worse. Then you got Gay Pride Month. That's my favorite. If you have so much pride, why take you so long to tell your parents? And come out the closet. And don't get me wrong, it's okay if you're gay. They just found the ass greener on the same side of the fence. So, sorry. But then they always think if you're black that you should support them. They're like, well, your people were persecuted, my people were persecuted. I'm like, listen, Kunta was forced to wear chains and collars. He wasn't making a fashion statement. So it's a little bit different. But you get February, like you learn the first black to do this and the first black to do that. But even Black History Month, we don't talk about Jesus. He's still apparently white, even though he wasn't. But we won't get into history lessons. But like Guy Buford was the first black guy in space. He should have declined that mission. Because now they know we can survive out there. They might try and send us all. And I don't want to end up on Uranus singing Kumbaya and Negro spirituals. So it's not gonna work for me. Hey, how many people in here belong to a cult? That's a lot more than I thought. And for the rest, I'll rephrase. How many people go to church? The only difference between a church and a cult is the cult takes all your money and the church is cool with 10%. They call it a tithe. It's like a cover charge for the show. You got the pastor hooping and hollering. You got, you know, people speaking in tongues. I remember when I was a little kid and I went to vacation Bible school and they were like, you want to get saved? I'm like, sure, why not? So they're like, hey, repeat after me. You know, you do all the repeating and everything. And accept Jesus in your heart. And I was like, I don't feel anything. I didn't feel him come in there. I still feel the same old me. Guess I'm just going to be a sinner forever. Die. My favorite, though, is the Catholics. First of all, how are you going to have the new pope as old as the one that just died? Like, I guess just squeezing in as many as possible. So, I don't know. Then, let me tell you guys why Jesus was black. First of all, Mary had to be black, because who else is going to get evicted pregnant during the holidays? And she had baby daddy drama. She tried to say, I don't know what happened. But we all know what happened. She had sex. Then Jesus out trying to save the world from sin. He still had to have a second job as a carpenter, a third job as a fisherman. He got dimed out by his homie. And who else is going to throw a fish dinner for 3,000 after church on Sunday? And I don't know if you guys saw The Last Temptation of Mel Gibson, but they beat his ass pretty bad, real bad. And we all know only a black man can take a beating like that. Hey, it is what it is. You can ask the slaves, you can ask Rodney King, Mike Tyson, because sometimes it's a mental whipping. So, that makes it worse. Then you got white guys, and I got a new rule too. No black guys singing any Justin Timberlake songs. No imitating them, imitating us. Like, just cross that out. I'm just saying. But then I got this white guy at my job. He wants to be black so bad, so I treat him like crap. Like, you feel black now, buddy? You know? And he's like, I love grits, because I guess we like grits. But then he put whipped cream and strawberries on them. I'm like, that's not quite how we do it, bro. That's not quite it. You know? Then I got, we have the world's record for most one-eyed employees. We have a Mexican dishwasher with one eye and one tooth, come to speak of. And we have this Irish guy that works upstairs with one eye, glass eye. And believe it or not, we have a delivery driver with one eye, black guy. And believe it or not, they all get along. So I guess they all see eye to eye. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks.